Welcome to our exploration of Numbers chapter 10, a pivotal moment in ancient history where an entire nation prepares to finally leave the wilderness of Sinai. This isn't just a story about traveling, it is a masterclass in massive logistical coordination, clear communication, and the psychology of movement. Our story begins with a direct command to Moses to make 2 trumpets of hammered silver. These weren't for music, they were essential communication tools designed to call the community to assemble or break camp. If both blew, everyone gathered. If one blew, only leaders assembled. Managing massive scale requires standardized, unmistakable communication tools to instantly cut through the noise and align the team.
Beyond coordinating movement, these trumpets held profound spiritual significance. They were blown as a cry for rescue when facing an attacking enemy, but also sounded in times of joy, during festivals, and over offerings. A resilient community must use the exact same mechanisms to celebrate their victories as they do to call for help during crises, permanently linking their joy and their vulnerability. Then, a monumental shift occurs. On the 20th day of the second month, the guiding cloud finally lifted from the tabernacle. This was the divine, unmistakable sign to move, prompting the Israelites to set out from Sinai toward the wilderness of Paran. True organizational mobility means waiting patiently for objective external indicators to signal movement, rather than prematurely acting on internal restlessness.
This departure was not a chaotic stampede. It followed strict step-by-step instructions. Judah's troops led the vanguard. Crucially, the Levites carrying the tabernacle's heavy structure marched early, while those carrying the sacred objects marched later. This ensured the structure was already set up when the holy items arrived. Staggered deployment is critical. You must send the structural foundation ahead to prepare the environment before deploying sensitive core assets. As the tribes marched division by division, the troops of Dan served as the essential rear guard for all the tribal camps. They marched behind their banner, securing the massive procession from the back. Forward momentum naturally leaves an organization vulnerable from behind. Strong leadership intentionally positions formidable strength at the rear to protect the trailing edges and ensure no one is left behind.
Amidst this highly structured departure, Moses approaches his brother-in-law, Hobab, begging him to come serve as their guide. Moses admits they need Hobab because he practically knows exactly where to camp in the wilderness. Strategic vision does not negate the need for practical, local expertise. Visionary leaders must possess the humility to recruit operational guides who understand the harsh realities of the actual terrain. With alliances forged, the camp marched for 3 days. Leading this massive migration was the Ark of the Covenant, which moved ahead of the entire nation, specifically to scout and show them where to stop and rest. The core mission must always travel ahead of the organization, scouting the future and determining the safe resting places long before the main body arrives. This awe-inspiring movement was accompanied by powerful declarations. Whenever the ark set out, Moses shouted, "Arise, O Lord, and let your enemies be scattered." When it rested, he proclaimed, "Return, O Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel." Massive transitions require vocal, public declarations of purpose. Speaking the mission aloud at every start and stop anchors the team's psychology in their overarching goal. Guided by silver trumpets, a hovering cloud, and the ark, the Israelites stepped boldly forward. This ancient blueprint of structured movement leaves us with 2 important questions today. First, what are the clear, unmistakable silver trumpets you use to communicate with your own team during a chaotic crisis? And second, who are the practical guides you need to recruit to navigate the unfamiliar terrain ahead of you? Take a moment, breathe, and let them sink in.